Culture is what people experience when pressure is high and leadership is present. Welcome. Welcome to the Putting People First Leadership and Service Under Pressure podcast. I am Sherlyn Dorsey, CEO and founder of People Development and Training, and your host for this podcast. Here at this podcast, we focus on practical leadership and service strategies for healthcare and hospitality leaders, navigating real pressure, real people, and real expectations. Every single thing it is that we talk about here is grounded in our simple philosophy. Retain your people, improve the experience, and increase performance and results. All right, so let's talk about why culture shows up in service. A question that maybe you've never even thought about, right? Here's what's true. Service is culture in action. Take a deep breath. So if you see things that you don't like on a consistent basis or recurring basis, it is a reflection, quite literally, of the culture in your organization. How people treat customers reflects how they are treated internally. So when culture is strained, service becomes inconsistent. Form follows function, right? Right. It's important for you to hear that culture is not fixed with posters or slogans or by firing people alone, right? It is shaped by leadership behavior. Let's talk about what I call the culture equation. So what I know is that leadership behavior influences emotional safety, it influences communication norms and accountability standards. So those elements essentially shape service behavior. So service outcomes are a reflection of culture health. Talk to me about it in the comments if there's something that you don't understand about that. It's kind of plainly put, but I consider that to be my culture equation. So as I've leaned into what I call that cultural equation, I developed what I call a care framework that really came out of my 25 years plus in this industry. I want leaders to be better. The C in the care framework stands for care or culture. And what that simply means is that you acknowledge the human experience. The A stands for align. And that is to connect expectations to reality. The R is about reinforce. That is to model and reward desired behaviors. And the E stands for evaluate. And that is adjusting based on feedback and outcomes, essentially. So the framework, in essence, creates alignment between leadership intent and service experience. So let's talk about applying care in high pressure environments. And this is that care framework, of course. So the fact is that care is actually most powerful when the pressure is high. It was designed for that reason for leaders. I want you to have something to help you to reset expectations, to support teams emotionally, to reinforce consistency, and to simply evaluate what is actually working under a framework, something that you can do consistently and that is duplicatable. Because we all know that culture strengthens when leadership is intentional. So per usual, I have a closing thought. I want you to understand that leadership, service, and culture are not separate entities. They are deeply connected. And if you want to strengthen all three, you have to start with addressing how it is that you lead under pressure. So this moment is pretty special for me because it concludes what I called a series. And the series is every episode before this of the podcast, Leadership and Service Under Pressure. And that series essentially gave you framework and discussion starters and elements to address your team in a way that yields the desired outcomes it is that you're looking for, to increase probability, right? Talking about creating loyalty around your brand and repeat customers, right? And employees that want to stay with you because they feel seen, they feel supported. They have consistency and they are clear about expectations. So with all of that information it is that I delivered to you, some of you all may be thinking, Sherlyn, I want to take a deeper dive. I want deeper application of this information. I want live practice and real-time support. You need to know that the work does continue, and it continues inside what we call our PD&T labs that happen quarterly, every quarter, I should say, in the Dallas, Texas area. So if this is something that you are interested in attending, I want to give you my email, and please do record this for your records and reach out to me anytime that you need, be it more information about what it is that we deliver by way of services or how it is that you can attend one of our events. My email is sherlyn@pdnt.com. I will look forward to hearing from you, and I hope that you can join us in one of our PD&T labs. Thank you for listening, and as always, whether you are a leader or team member, you can lead with care, serve with intention, and keep putting people first. I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.